Welcome to Origin Micro, your go-to e-commerce superstore for IT hardware and consumer electronics. With over 2 decades of experience, we've earned a reputation for delivering superior customer service and offering top industry brands at competitive prices. We provide a wide range of products from various manufacturers. From notebooks and desktops to networking equipment and VoIP devices, we've got you covered. Our fully stocked warehouse ensures that you'll find the products you need when you need them. And with our expert team always ready to offer personalized support, you can trust Origin Micro for all your IT needs. Origin Micro, your IT e-commerce superstore, serious deals, superior service.
Hey everybody, welcome. GT Champions is back again, second time today. Now we're switching from iRacing to Gran Turismo. So, yeah, we're at Daytona at the road course for the last round. The very last round of the MX-5 Cup. It's been an interesting season, folks. So, let's make it a good race. The guys are out here just getting ready to start qualifying, so we'll jump in there in a minute and talk with all of them. Earlier this morning, we finished up round 8 of the Luke Mansky Porsche Cup in iRacing, and there were some great battles in there. And we have 1 round left next weekend, and we'll be finishing at Spa. And then we'll be moving on to the GT3 Open, so we'll be announcing that later this week. So that's awesome. Last weekend we had World Cup Season 7 races happening. I think it was the second to last race for the World Cup. So that was a lot of fun. You can go check it out on the replay. So go ahead and head out there and go take a look at that. That was a lot of fun. In all of the cases, including the MX-5 Cup, oh, my button's not working. Hello? What? Oh. That was weird. That's not where that's supposed to go. Hang on a second. Hang on. My stuff is being weird. I apologize. All right. The drivers are all itching to get their hands on one of these here winner coins, and it's gonna be a load of fun. So they're all working at it. We've 2 of the 3 classes in the Porsche Cup have clinched their titles, so they have 1 race left. But the Pro-Am, though, that one's still up for grabs, so we'll see how that goes. It's going to go all the way to the last one, so it's going to be awesome. So, all right, well, let's get ourselves, let's go take a look at the, what's the word I'm looking for? Oh, that's our crew. That's me. Yay! That's me. And the Jason Jeter, also known as Fry, he's the guy that's doing all the work here. He is out there racing today. In fact, we can go out there. Let's go out to the track, get our hands on some drivers. Where is he? There he is, right there. There is Fry, and he is running a Spider tribute livery for our good friend Lee, who passed away a week ago last Thursday. And yeah, it sucked. It looks like Fry is just wanting to get everybody picked out on his car. Let's see, if you're gonna ride, at least pull my hair. Okay, great. BP Millet sucks. We've got Spider's name on there, of course, the legend. So yeah, so they're all out, they're driving, they're getting their stuff together. There's Egon. We got a few drivers here today, so we'll have to get this sorted out. I apologize for the wackiness of the broadcast. I only do this one every month, and I keep forgetting all the buttons I'm supposed to push. Because we do have a grid order, and I was gonna go over that. Not a grid order, but who's in the lobby. But we can see all who's in the lobby right now. So there's Egon. Rusty Maggots is right there next to him. There he is in the purple Sector 7 car. There's Rusty Maggots. Nuke, there's Nuke. He's the team captain for the Sector 7 guys. Fry right behind him. There is German Racing from ZRT. There is Eidolon, followed by Sean from Sector 7. So there's those two guys. And then there is Mr. Chevy from RWB. And Venom's here. Yay! Here he is. And we've got Rad the Damn Cat right behind him. So we've got ourselves 10 drivers to... Where the heck did everybody go? We're supposed to have like 15 people in here. You know, that's one of the sad things about the that's one of the sad things about the world of sim racing is you sometimes get drivers that just peter out at the end of a season and they're just like, nah. Oh, Rusty with a half-second penalty. That's going to make it a little difficult on them. They've only got a few minutes of time. Let's see. Let me quickly check. It says we're at... Okay, they got 1 minute and 48 seconds left to go. So the minute and 48, they'll be able to maybe get one more lap after this. It's going to be close. Basically, it's a 5-minute qualifier. So you can't see the timer right there, but if I do this, you can. Bottom left corner of your screen. Why isn't... None of my stuff is working. There you go. Bottom left corner of the screen. You see that? 3 minutes, 45 seconds. So they're just coming up to the bus stop now. And some of these guys are going to get the extra lap. But if that timer gets to 5 minutes, then they're done. So as long as they cross the line, they should be good. So Rusty's going to get through. Egon and Nuke and Fry, they should all get through. Fry making a move around the outside of Nuke. I guess he gets a much better run through there. Yeah, Nuke's just watching him disappear. They're slowly pulling away. Fry is knee-deep in Egon's slipstream. Maybe Nuke can get something there. Look at that. Fry gets a really good run under the slipstream. That's going to help him get a nice fat time up to second place. Nuke goes third. Egon drops to fourth. German comes across. Goes to third. Nice job. Oh, no, look at that. Everyone's moving up a little bit here. Sean moves to the top of the podium. Nice job, Sean. Awesome. So Sean now top of the pile by 1/10 and a half. Rusty Maggots running in second. Fry's in third. German in fourth. Nuke in fifth. Chevy's up in sixth. It's the final lap for everybody, I think. Did anybody not get across? Oh, I think Rad and whoever's right there behind them are done. Yep. And that's going to be... so Venom and Rad are the ones that are done. But I want to go to Rusty, who's the first one ahead of the group. Let's see. We're going to come to a timing line. There's one. Oh, he's up. He's up by 4/10. Let's see. Where is Sean? Let's see what his is. He's up by 6/10. So Sean is countering Rusty's move. So they're heading towards the bus stop now. Rusty's up 0.5. Sean is going to come across that line in a second right now, and he is going to be up 0.8. So he's still 0.3 up on Rusty. So Rusty's going to come out of here at the line. There's the timing line. Up 0.5. Sean's about to come through. Let's see if he's still going to hold it together. Up almost a full second. So yeah, some games are being had. These guys going back and forth. Rusty might not get... He's going to get a better time, but he's not going to beat Chuck. What the... No! It cut them all off, so they didn't get to finish their... Okay, that was weird. That was very weird. Okay, well, that didn't quite go right. So I guess we'll see how that goes. Why is that going away like that? Here we go. Here is our grid order. So Sean, Rusty, Fry, German, Rad, Nuke, Venom, Chevy, Egon, and Eidolon. Those are going to be your drivers that are going to be in that order. I think some people are going to be like, oops. Too bad they couldn't get all the way around. I guess usually there's a timer when it says you have 5 minutes. When you cross the line, you have X amount of time to get around. And I think the lobby host forgot to extend that time to allow for people to get through. But that's okay. Not a problem. I've had worse things happen. All right, let's get to this race. So again, there is your grid order. Front row, Sean and Rusty. Second row, Fry and German. Third row, Cat and Nuke. Fourth row is going to be Venom and Chevy. And right behind them is going to be Egon and Eidolon. So let's see if we can get ourselves a race going. And we'll see just how long it's going to take for these guys to get things to go. Oh, 5 seconds. Here we go. Last but certainly not least, the last MX-5 Cup in GT7 for the season. And we're going to get ourselves on track and see just how things turn out. We're going to leave the names up above for those of you who don't know who all the drivers are by their liveries yet. And we'll see how this goes. All right, guys. Nice and clean. We're going to go from German's point of view because he's about the middle of the pack. Actually, Rad is the middle. So we'll stay right with him. Actually, we're going to go up front because I think Sean is going to have a little bit of a battle with his teammate getting themselves out there. German moves up to third. Fry falls to fourth in the opening laps. Ooh, it's very glary out there. It's very sunshiny in Florida. Into Neo. Wow, it almost looked like they were going to head out 3 wide through there. Everyone's keeping it clean. There's a little battle back here between Chevy and Egon. Chevy moves up to 8th, gets around Egon. Rusty Maggots takes the lead of the race. German still in third. Fry trying to make some moves around the outside. Didn't get working on it. Now, in real life, the last time we saw these cars on Daytona, it was a mess. It was a giant wreck on the track. It was crazy. All right, so everybody's lined up. So now we see everyone's going to single files. Need to stay in that slipstream. You got to get that or you are not going to get too far. Welcome, everybody. Glad to have you here. Ooh, Nuke. Around goes Venom. What the heck happened there? Let's go back and take a look and see. Oh, he just got a little tank slapper going. Let's go back again, but let's look from a little further back, and we'll get in the chase cam from his car. Let's see what happens here. Does he get unsettled on the curb? Oh, he just had to. Oh, yep, he just got a little too. I wonder if he's racing on a controller right now. That's kind of like what it looks like. Interesting. That was strange. Wait, what? How did German hold the freaking phone? German passed both the leaders. Did they run into each other? Let's go back as far back as I can go. German he just gets by him. I wonder if Rusty, I did not see what happened there. I'm wondering if Rusty and Sean got together. I don't see any damage on any cars. Interesting. Well, German, he is an AM driver in the World Cup. Rusty's a pro driver in the World Cup. And he's got that car up to the front. Let's go. That is awesome. I'm wondering what happened. I wonder if Rusty and Sean were trying to go side by side through the bus stop and he got ahead of them. Because I saw Rusty and Sean went through the bus stop 1 and 2. German was behind him. So I don't know how he got in front of him. But look at that. Rusty's like, all right, let's go. I'm going to push you around. Just don't push him here. Look at that run that German gets through the bus stop. Like look at the gap he pulled on Rusty through there. What is up with that car, German? Nice. He just is... Okay. All right. I'm not sure how he's doing that. Rusty's getting eaten up by these guys. Fry's on his case. Nuke's on his case. Sean's falling back. Fry doesn't know what to do. He's in a Sector 7 sandwich. He's going to go inside. That's what he's going to do. But is he going to make it work? Doesn't look like... Oh, wow. Rusty goes really wide. What is going on? German is leading. There he goes. He's leading. Fry is making a move inside. He's going to take the spot. Okay. German drops to second. Nuke up to third. And Sean is back to the fourth after Rusty goes off the track. This is confusing. This is not the normal driving I expect to see out of Rusty. Either he didn't get much practice or... Oh, German gets a little sideways. And he's going to lose a few spots there. We'll go back and take a look at it. Don't worry. Got to figure out what happened there. He was all the way into first, and now he's dropped to fifth inside of a corner, which is kind of how MX-5s work. Let's go back and see what happened from German's point of view. Oh, he tries to dive inside. Oh, we're going to go back a little further. I got to go back a little bit further. Sorry, I hit the wrong button. Okay, so there he is. He's got people in tow. Oh, he's trying to whoa up. Gets a little caught out like that into the grass, and you're going to see all these guys just go driving by him. He's got nothing to work with there. Oh, that's a toughie. All right, but he already got back around Rusty, so I don't know what's happening, but Fry is leading the race, and if anybody needs a win right now... Oh, are you kidding me, dude? Fry gets a half-second penalty, and he's going to have to slow down here. On the straight, which is the worst place in these little cars. They do not get back up to speed very quickly, and he's going to be... Watch these people as they go... They're just going to go flying by him. There goes one. There goes two. I bet German even gets him. Yep. He can tuck in and just get it together. So Nuke now up to the lead. Well, let's see. We're on lap 4, and we've had 4 different leaders now. Sean, Rusty. Oh, I don't think Sean actually led. Well, I guess you can count the pole position. But Sean, Rusty, German, Fry, now Nuke. That's awesome. These guys have a lot going on today. Oh, Fry looks like he's going to go for it, but this is wild, you guys. Look at them go. You definitely have to set these cars up for the fast driving. I was looking from Fry's point of view. Wow. This is going to be interesting. Nuke slowly pulling away. There's German. Oops. This is what I wanted to keep an eye on. So there's Nuke, Germans in second, side by side, Sean and Fry. Fry trying to get a little bit, it's a little bit laggy there, but Fry trying to get some side draft off of Sean just to keep up with him, take a little bit of the air off of his car to give him some speed. It's not quite enough. He's going to have to tuck back in behind Sean. Whoa, some people going really fast and they're really on the brakes. Woo, look at this. Still got 51 minutes of this to go. These guys are going to be losing their minds. I think this might be a two-stop race for the fuel with all that high. First of all, the track is really long, right? Oh, Sean, a little unsettled. Is going to drop a couple of spots there. He can fall all the way behind Rusty. So Fry up into the podium places. German still running in second, and Nuke still out front, leading the charge out here. Nice. There's Chevy back in seventh, trying to catch back up to the group. He's been doing 208s and a 207. These guys are all running 207s. Sean with the fastest lap of almost a 206. So we'll see if they can keep up. There's Eidolon in eighth, Egon in ninth, and Venom, who had that unfortunate crash at the beginning of the race, is back 22 seconds from the lead. But you never know what happens. Never know. This front group is still tight together. Long speedway. These guys running the gears all the way out. Now, I'm curious. Oh, I see what's happening. And if you look, okay. So German has got more speed on the straights because he is pushing the RPMs. You can't see them, but going down the speedway in sixth gear, many of the drivers are still in the very low RPMs, which is saving a ton of fuel, where German is way up in the RPMs, like where it's turning white and he's almost getting to the my brain's not remembering the speed, the limiter, the speed limiter, throttle limiter. What the heck? Why can't I come up with the word, guys? Throttle limit? No, it's something limiter. Whatever it is. My brain's not putting it together. So he's using a lot more fuel than these guys. Yeah, he is definitely using a lot more fuel, but like by a lot. Rad is in a similar situation. So what's happening is these guys are just running their RPMs, the gearing. I mean, this is a speedway. It's a super speedway. Like, it's way long, and they're going to be all the way up. Like right now, I don't even see here. Let's show you. Look at you can't even see anything on the rev limiter. That's it, rev limiter. I remembered. So let's watch Nuke as he comes flying through here, drops it into fifth gear, and he's going to hit fifth gear and go to sixth gear in a minute. Let's watch and see when he changes. Now he's in sixth gear. Fry's still in fifth gear trying to wind up, but German's already in sixth gear. And he's going to wind out. So here's Nuke. His RPMs are nice and low, 133 miles an hour. He's gotten he'll maybe get to the halfway mark, but look at German's. He's almost to the rev limiter. And so he's just burning so much more fuel than these guys. Yeah, that's not going to work out well for him later. I'll tell you that much. Whoa! Whoa, whoa, whoa! Whoa, what the heck? Who was that? Was that Fry? that was off the track. Let's go back and take a look at that. Let's look from German's point of view. Fry is looking inside. Oh, it makes contact with Nuke. Oh, he hits the invisible wall. Oh, and he friggin' takes out Nuke too. Well, let's go back and look at that again. Oh, so here's Fry, right? He's trying to make the move. He's like, okay, I got this. Nuke is like, okay, you can have it. Watch this. He's going to turn in. There's the invisible wall. Bang. Oh, that was a mess. Mad got caught in that. Oh, I think this is light damage, thank goodness, so he gets to continue on. But that gives Rusty a little bit of a reprieve. 1.3 seconds over German. Back up to second again. Sean and Nuke, nose to tail on the track. They'll be coming for him pretty quickly once they get caught up. And then way back here is Fry, 3.8 seconds later. Wow, that really, that turn. How have they not fixed that yet? Like, how did they not fix that visible wall there? I don't know. Get it. I like seeing all these cars diving into the chicane. It's awesome. All right, Sean and Nuke are catching up. German really burning through that fuel. He's going to have to do this race in what looks like 2, maybe even 3 stops. Maybe 2 stops. I think he's thinking he's going to do a 2-stop race. If he can go another, I don't know, if he can go another 4 minutes, 5 minutes, which I think he can do. But like Rusty, I think, is going to make this a 1-stop. I think he's going to try to carry this thing all the way to the halfway mark. We'll see. See how it plays out. Sean and Nuke, they're close now. There's Sean's view. Nice sunny day in Florida. And if he can stay in that slipstream with German, look at that tilt. You know, you don't see that when you're just watching the cars drive. It doesn't look that much, but that is legitimate angling. And I've never tried to walk up the hill, but I've heard people describe that it is not an easy task. It's like walking up a mountain with nothing to put your feet on. And a lot of people, they can't do it facing forward. They walk up backwards to get their angle right. German doing really well. He's really getting the pace down. See, look at that angle, you guys, in this gyro cam. Isn't that something? Nuke is going to be right there to push his teammate, take a little air off the back, help him get going a little quicker, and try to catch up to German. German's keeping these guys honest, making them have to work for it. I wonder if German forgot about the gearing. Yeah, he is running a lot of RPMs. Ooh, Sean's right there now. Let's go to a chase cam so we can see. And he's got his team boss right there. I love that livery on the car. It looks so good. We're going to come back to this in a second. I'm just going to check on the rest of these drivers. The rest of these guys are kind of back there. Mad Cat, or Damn Cat, whatever. The pink car, 1.1 seconds from Chevy. So Chevy's moved up a spot, I think, during that whole smashing that happened in turn 1. Rusty is pulling some serious time away from these two, from German, and Sean is kind of eked away a little bit from his teammate. Fry's actually gained a little time on Nuke. He was about 3.8 seconds back. He actually set the fastest lap of a 2:05.8 the last lap. So he was 0.3 quicker than Nuke was in the last lap. So we'll see if he can make it work. Meanwhile, Rusty up front. I don't even know how the championship is going right now. I'm gonna go find that out, people, because I think we have. It's not a double point round. Those happened. Those already happened. Let's go to Sean and Nuke's little battle. So after round 5, before coming into this round, Ando was leading the series over Rusty Maggots, who's right there in first, by 9 points. And I'm pretty certain that you get more than 9 points for first place finish. You get like 50 points? Yeah, you get like 50 points. No, 47 points. I think you get 47 points for a win. So that's good news for Rusty. He'll be able to pass Ando and take the championship. Ando's probably not too happy about the idea. So Rusty Maggots will be a winner again in the GT Champions Series. Nuke is running about 70 points behind Rusty. Nothing happening there. Black Friday is not here. Sean will pass him up and move up into the 4th place spot. Fry is just 3 points behind Sean. So there's some stuff that can still be had. Okay, let's do something here. You can listen to the sound of Rusty's car as he's driving down 5th gear into 6th gear. Now watch when he comes across the line in 6th gear. We're going to listen to the sound of his car, and then we're going to listen to German's. See, as he's coming up, you can barely see any rev limiter. Now let's listen to German's car. Look at that thing. Fuel light's already flashing. He's winding that thing out. So, I mean, that's why he's staying ahead of these guys, because he's got more speed. Oh, wow. Whoa, I didn't mean to do that. I got to mark. Okay, let's go back and watch that. What happened there? Okay, so we're on board with Nuke, and maybe Sean breaks more than Nuke. Oh, Nuke. Nuke's. Oh, wow. That was, let me try that again. I think Nuke was trying to give him a little push. Oh, I didn't go back far enough. We're going to do it one more time. Don't be mad. He gives him a tap there to kind of help him along. And then, Sean breaks because he gets the tap. He's over speed. And his team boss takes him out. Oh, yikes. Obviously not on purpose. That's not how he rolls. But my goodness, that was crazy. So Fry moves up to 4th. Remember, Fry and Sean are 3 points difference from each other. Fry's like, yes, please. I'll take that spot in the championship away if I can. Thank you very much. I don't know if he's slipping somebody some extra green. German is going to be pitting at the end of this lap, if he can even make it all the way there. He is almost out of fuel. And there's still there's still 37 minutes left. So he's only gone 23 minutes. So he's going to have to 2-stop it, or he can't really change his gearing on the fly, so he's going to have to go and get gas. Hopefully he's paying attention to his fuel. Yeah, there he goes. I was like, you better get in there, son. He flies in at 170 miles an hour, or whatever it is. And down he's going to go. 0% fuel left. He's going to have to do this twice. He doesn't need tires, so he could probably skip the tires and just get the fuel and go, so he can save 5 seconds. But let's see what he does, if he can ever get to his pit box. I want to get his pit stop. Let's go, people. I wonder if it takes longer to get your pit box when you speed into pit lane, because that is the forever. There we go. Okay, he's just getting fuel. No tires. Good for him. Chevy pulls in with 6% fuel. I have to wait for him now, right? Because I waited for everyone else. Everyone else looks pretty in order still on the board. So off he goes, and in comes Chevy. He's going to throw some new tires on there too. He's like, might as well. Unfortunately, in this particular simulator, it doesn't... Oh, look at this. Nuke and Fry. I think Fry's going to have to pit at the end of this lap. I don't think he's going to make it. I mean, these guys don't need to take tires, but you kind of have to have gas. I can definitely tell you that the Sector 7 guys are going to one-stop this race. That's their strategy. Save the fuel, go through. The pit delta on this is way too long to do anything else. So we should see Fry diving into the pit lane here. Watch this. They just fly at full speed, 136 miles an hour. Bam. Oops, wrong button. Can't do that in other simulators because you'll get speeding in pit lane. So here we go. Rusty, 10 seconds up the road. Nuke, well, 10 seconds behind him. Sean, not too far away. It's 1, 2, 3 for Sector 7. Eidolon up to 4th. He's gonna one-stop this too. He can get in there and get that done. Fry's pulling in. We saw that. Rad is pulling in. So we saw that too. And here goes Fry into his box with the tribute livery for our friend Lee, Mr. Spider. There's Rad. Chevy and Venom should catch up to those guys or be pretty close. The fueling is fast. Fry's going to pull out now. Let's see. When's Rusty going to come in? These guys won't come in until after the 30-minute mark. I can promise you that. Vincent Grasso. What, Vinny? Long time, bud. I just happened to look over. No one had been talking to me, so I just started ignoring the chat. I don't know how many laps they're going to do. It's a 1-hour race, so there's 32 minutes left. So they'll be, Rusty's on lap 13 now. So by the end of the next lap, it'll be about 30 minutes. So they're going to do about 26 to 20. Yeah, they'll probably do about 25 laps, maybe 26 laps. There is the time he's going to have to wait to get through the pit stop itself, which I swear feels like it's an hour long. Eidolon should be pitting this lap, so that'll get him halfway through the race by the time he pulls out. Yep, in he goes, and he's running a tribute livery for Mr. Spider. Ugh. Been a rough couple weeks, or a rough week, I should say. Egon's going to be on 0% fuel when he hits his pit box, I'm sure. Yeah, we've... and for those of you that are listening, the time attack challenge on Wednesday is not seeming to show, which is really weird because this is stuff people have talked about. We have almost nobody that's registering for it, which is really a shame. And it's probably the time. So we're looking at some stuff. We pushed it out a week to see if we can get some more interest in it, and we're going to be pushing that out. But we may have to move it to a different day. I don't think we're going to have enough people to make it worth anybody's while to do. So we'll see how it goes. We'll see how things work out. Man, I haven't seen Vinny in a minute. I think Vinny was in Super Formula Series way back before GT Champions. And I remember that you drove in the Ferrari, and I don't remember who your teammate was. I want to say it was, was it Caleb? Was it my kid that you were racing with? I kind of feel like that was a thing. But I don't know. I don't know so many things. Okay, all these drivers are out on their tracks by themselves. Nobody's got slipstream from anybody by the looks of things. Everyone is just driving around. Now it's all spaced out. The pit stops. Oh, no, wait a minute. Hold on. Egon and Chevy are nice and close. There's Chevy. Battle for 8th. But everybody's different pit strategies just blew a hole through all the slipstream train. So they don't have much to work on right now. I don't think I've ever seen Egon in a car that wasn't a Martini style livery. Oh, I do not need to do that. Oh, look away, look away. I'm so sorry, Chevy. As soon as I get on board looking at him, he makes a mistake. Oh, the curse. He just outbroke himself. I think he forgot where he was. Oy vey. I literally went and, look away. I jumped right to the in-car camera right when he crashes. Oh my gosh. All right, Rusty is going to be short shifting the crap out of this car to get it to the line because he is going to be on less than 0 by the looks of things. That fuel meter is blank. Like there's a hair of something there. But yeah, he's going to be at 0 when he gets in there. So in comes the Sector 7 team. They're all going to be making their way in right now. So Nuka's going to be in there. Sean's going to be in there. German is like a full minute from the leader. He's all the way at the other end of the track. And Fry, these guys have already pit, so now we got to see how fast these guys can get in and out of their pit boxes before these guys get there. I think German's still gonna probably have to go another pit stop, but Fry may not have to. I don't see anybody in their pit box yet. There we go. Rusty's in there. He's putting on tires. Okay, Rusty's doing tires. Nuke is not even in his pit box, and there he goes. He's doing tires. Sean's doing tires. Okay, German is going to come across, and I don't think he's going to get around Rusty. Yeah, Rusty's coming out now. German is going to be in the back of the screen there in just a second. There, he's coming around right now. Fry goes up into 3rd, and Nuke, there he is. Oh, Fry's going to get around him. I think Fry has the fuel to get to the end. He pit right about the halfway mark. So he just pit sooner, and he took tires. Nuke took tires. So the tires aren't going to be that much different, but 3, 4, and 5 are back together again. This should be interesting. The German's running up in second, but he's not going to be able to. He's not going to be able to make it to the end of the race on that fuel. There's no way. He's going to have to save way too much fuel. And even then, I don't think he's going to be able to save 20 minutes worth of fuel, because he ran 20 minutes. Or he ran 20. Yeah, he ran 20 minutes on a whole tank. So he's 10 seconds from the leader, and he's only got about 12. If he short shifts it, maybe, but he's not. He's running that thing out. He could go. I mean, you can go. He can go 30 minutes from here if he could figure out a way to not run the revs so high. So it could be close. Maybe he can get it done if he short shifts and doesn't rev it out all the way. I guess we'll see how it goes. Hey, Big Red, buddy. I was in Phoenix yesterday and the day before. I totally forgot you were out there. Doggone it! I would have come and seen you, dude. I put a message out. I was like, hey, if anybody's in the Phoenix area, let me know. I'm gonna be there. And then I just remembered. Oh yeah, I think you're there. Oh, okay, Vinny. I got you. All right. Nuke putting the pressure on Fry. And Sean's right there, too, ready to capitalize on anything dumb that these two guys do. A little. Oh, but he gets a run out of there. What? He found the magic line out onto the speedway or something? What was that? Oh, okay. I don't know if Tucson is anywhere near where I was. So, no worries, man. It was freaking hot, though. I brought a sweater just in case. I didn't know what the weather was going to be like. That was not a smart move for me. Oh, Fry took a really shallow entry into the bus stop, like really shallow, and or I guess maybe really deep. In other words, he didn't take the first apex coming in, and Nuke did. And look at that, Nuke climbed right up to the back of him. I'm a nervous Nelly right now with these two. Sean's like, please hit each other, please. And there's the move. Nuke had just enough to get it done, but is Fry going to come back at him? Yep. Oh, he throws it inside just to make him look. Don't hit that wall. Yeah. Fry gets a little bit of a turn. He's like, ooh, I saw the tires. Now, Fry plays his cards right and just lays in there behind Nuke. Saves some fuel. Then maybe he can have something for Nuke at the end. Because remember, those guys all went for 30 minutes on that first stop. Now, granted, there's the pit delta, so they probably have enough fuel to go. But if they were fuel saving the first stint, they have to fuel save the second. And Fry, whatever he did, he made it work to 30 minutes. So we'll see. Let's be close. Look at these three duking it out. Sean is just, look at him. This is his view. He's watching these two guys duke it out. There's German up ahead. They're still about the same gap to German that they were before. Hey, Sean, your left blinker's on, just in case you wanted to know. We have 21 and a half minutes left in this race. And then the MX-5 Cup will crown... Oh! How does that not be a penalty? We'll be able to crown Rusty Maggots as the champion of the MX-5 Cup. That should be interesting. There should be some guys in the other lobby too. I don't know where they are. Maybe they didn't show up, and maybe there's only the last 10 people, but we'll see how it goes. Look at that distance, though, guys. Sean just not that little... Oh, look at that. Nuke makes it around... Oh, my... Never mind. He already was there. Come on, Chris. Don't be a Chris. .97 degrees is so freaking hot. My wife and I went out to run a couple errands today. We were both like, oof, I think we might need a jacket because it was cold. It was probably 60. I don't know what degrees it is. I'd have to look at my phone to see what the temperature is outside. But it was kind of cool. Right now it's 51 degrees up here in Washington. So nice and cool. 40-something, 46 degrees colder than you, man. Half the temperature. That's crazy. All right. Let's take a look. Where's German? German's only 3 seconds ahead of these guys. He didn't take tires on the first run, which is fine, but he is going to have to get fuel. He's not going to make 20 more minutes on his fuel, so I think maybe he's... If I were him, I'd stop and get the fuel now and hopefully pick up or time it or something where you can get the fuel to come out somewhere near these guys. Really hard to do. Sean catches back up. 3 of them together. These little cars do pretty good in the slipstream. They punch a large enough hole that their car behind can catch. You've got to be a little closer than some cars, but he's right there. Trying to pick the car out of the middle so we can see all 3 cars at the same time. Sean's making a move, I bet. Nope. Is he going to hold it together? He's showing him the blinker, trying to catch him looking, saying, I'm going to go to the left. Uh-oh. German in trouble. The boys are there. Remember, he didn't take the tires, and maybe that's enough. But also, I think German knows he's probably having to try to save fuel. And these 3 guys are just pushing each other to go faster. So Nuke looking at P2, 17 seconds up the road from here is your race leader. This guy. We'll go back now. So Rusty, 17 seconds, 18 seconds up the road. Once they get out on the speedway, Nuke will probably be able to make the overtake happen. He'll be in the slipstream. All 3 of them are going to get going really quick down here as German is punching that giant hole in the air. And then Nuke's going to keep that hole going. And Fry should, if he can get up there, capitalize on that and get all the way back up to Nuke. Yep, there goes the race leader off the screen. And here comes German, followed by Nuke and Fry and Sean. Oof. Well, Fry's all over the back of Nuke. And so Sean's on Well, he was, and now Sean's all over the back of Fry. That's how these cars roll on this track like this. Pushing, 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 getting up there. Sipping on that slipstream. Now, Nuke doesn't need to push German, because German's going to be out of fuel. He's not going to make it the rest of this race. So Nuke just has to hang 10 and, relax. Well, I mean, he doesn't have to worry about overtaking German, but he does have to worry about keeping those other two guys back behind him. Oh crap, my controller, it died. Hold on folks, I gotta go find myself a cord. Hopefully nothing big happens here. Let's see, I can go with my keyboard. Let me try to get to here. I'll stay on this here so we can see. Hang on while I look for a cord. Okay, I'm back. Let's see if this is working. Okay. What'd I miss? Oh! I missed something. Fry with a penalty. That's not great. So these guys are kind of in the same order that I left them in. I thought that that Nuke would have gotten around German, but German is out of fuel and he's going to have to pit at the end of this lap to get through the last few minutes. So Nuke will take over that second spot. Sean's going to get the third spot because Fry's got a penalty and is going to have to slow down. Fry doesn't need gas, but German is going to go off the track here, and Fry is trying to keep some kind of slipstream. Nuke into second. Sean into third, and Fry up into fourth. So all things change. They all change. They always will. That's what they say, right? Oh, Fry getting that car sideways. He was throwing it in there. Let's see, where's Eidolon on track? He's quite a ways back. I don't think he's going to get past German. It'll be close. German still hasn't even hit his pit box, and he's just got to get some fuel. So we'll see. We'll keep an eye on that fuel meter. We'll see it start climbing when he starts putting fuel in there. Meanwhile, we're going to keep an eye on this little battle here. Podium places are still undecided. Well, the top one's pretty much decided unless Rusty does something dumb. Okay, where's Eidolon? Okay, pitting out now. Eidolon. Eidolon's just coming around now. So German gets out. There's German going around there, and there's Eidolon right behind him. Okay, back to the craziness that is these three up front. Yeah, looking like it's going to be a 1-2-3, Dylan, for Sector 7. However, Fry just keeps getting his car in the middle of these guys, so we'll see what happens. Or they take each other out. It's been weird. But Rusty has pretty much sealed the deal unless something crazy happens. Like, I'm not going to say what any crazy would be, but he's 9 points behind Ando coming into this race. So the trick will be is does Rusty all he has to do is finish this race and he would be good as long as he can earn 10 points and he'll be champion again. Nuke running in second and bringing teammate Sean along with him in third. But don't count out Fry. He's still there. There's 10 minutes left in this race. But I don't know if he's got the fuel to get there. The rest of these guys have a little under half a tank left. But Fry, I don't know if he's saved enough. He's gonna have to get there and try and save some fuel or something. Who was that was on the infield? Oh, Venom. Okay. I was trying to figure out who that was. Oh, it's gonna be close. I don't know if Fry has 8 minutes of fuel left in that car. Oh, and if they end up having to go an extra lap or not. I have no idea what's gonna happen. I just don't know. Somebody's in the pits. Who's that in the pits? Oh, Chevy's in the pits. Wow, Sean got a heck of a run through the bus stop and is now all over the back of his teammate, his team captain. Or was. Where's our race leader compared to these guys? He's all the way up on turn 4. Okay. Let's see. German came out in 5th. Not too bad. Top 5 finish in this crew. That's pretty great. Eidolon running in 6th with a penalty. 5 seconds later is Rad. 6 seconds later is Egon. And we'll just say back there is Chevy and Venom in the rear. Getting it done. There's your race leader with 6 minutes left in the race. Roughly 3 laps, maybe 4, depending on when they cross the line. Man, Nuke, what'd you do to that car? Got that front end all scratched up. It's even got some damage. By the looks of it, it's showing damage. I wonder if that's affecting his arrow at all. On the front there. Maybe not. Maybe it's just scratches. Yeah, Fry is going to have to get in front of Sean if he wants to get a few extra points to get further up that championship order. But I think these boys up here that are battling for second, I think they got his number. I think that fuel situation was just more than Fry can handle. Sean, he's gonna go flying out of there. Yeah, look at all that time that he got on him. I saw Nuke took a shallow entry to the corner of the entry to the bus stop, and Sean just looks so much quicker coming out of there. You can see he's right on top of him now. Is Sean gonna go for it? Or is he gonna push his teammate? He's gonna push his teammate. Maybe he'll return the favor and push him just before the braking zone at turn 1. I don't think he will. Got 3 minutes left. Make sure to stick around afterwards. We're going to interview our champion and the podium drivers and Fry, or the race designer. And as we close the season out, talk a little bit about what we're going to do for the next season. And in case you're asking or wondering, I will be releasing the Summer Series event soon. Maybe even by the end of this week, but probably the week after. So spring break has been a little crazy week around the Ball family house, so I need to spend a little time sorting out a few things. The race leader is just coming across the line now. He's going to have to do 2 more laps unless he slows it down a lap. This will be the white flag for these two and everybody else when they come by. So Sean's going to have to make a decision on what is he going to do to his team boss to get around him. he's going to want to wait until the bus stop and get a good run to get him out of the way. Rusty should probably have one more lap to do, I would guess, unless he slows down and just lets the time burn so he doesn't have to spend the time driving on the track all the time. We're going to keep an eye on this one. Fry's already fallen back 5 seconds from these guys. His fuel light's on. He'll be lucky to make it to the end of the lap. These guys will have one more lap to do when they come across the line. Fry's got a 46-second gap, so all he has to do is cross the line. As long as he can cross the line, he won't have to worry about German getting his spot from him. Rusty in turn 2 right now, the NASCAR turn 2. Yeah, he's slowing down. I think he's trying to make sure he doesn't go across the line so he doesn't have to do another one. Meanwhile, these guys are in NASCAR turn 1, heading into turn 2, and they are going to battle. Rusty is going into the bus stop now, and he's just going to let the timer kick down so he doesn't have to go all the way around one more lap. Maybe take a little victory, do some donuts at the finish line. Meanwhile, here we go. Nuke defensive, Sean on the outside. Sean's going to get the job done. Sean gets around him right before the bus stop. But can he hold it together because Nuke was right there. Oops, wrong camera. Nuke was right there. This is heading in. Rusty is gonna what? Is Rusty... Okay, Rusty needs to finish the race. Okay, so Rusty's gonna come across. I'm gonna just check on these guys here. Nuke had him, but Rusty is gonna come through, take the win for the race and the championship. Congratulations, Rusty. Woot, woot, woot. And then right behind him, Sean and Nuke come across. It's a 1, 2, 3. Oh! It's a 1, 2, 3 for these guys. Fry comes across in 4th. But these guys just smash into each other. German is going to come through. He's at the bus stop right now. There's somebody else coming across now. There is Venom. He'll come across in 10th position there. And the next car we're going to get to see come across is going to be German. But right here, there is your race wiener, Rusty Maggots, who wins the race, wins the championship. So we're going to have a little chat with him about that. And lucky for me, he's in the US of A, so I don't have to ship a coin all the way across the waters on an airplane somewhere. So that's cool. Here comes German Racing. Top 5 finish for him. The gearing situation on his car, that's what did him in. Just running too many revs down the long straights, burned up too much fuel. Eidolon coming across in 6th with no fuel left there. Time that one in. Here comes Rad the Damn Cat, will come home in 7th, and Egon, who's out in turn 3 right now, will be coming across. Out of fuel goes Rad. Egon is going to be out of fuel, but he'll get to the start-finish line, and he'll get 8th position. Wow. All right, stick around. We're going to have a chit-chat with these fellers. There he goes. Nice. So, there's your winner, Rusty Maggots. Let's go look at our official scoring here. And we'll go talk with these guys for a minute or so. So hang on while I go take a look. But congratulations there. Good job, Rusty. Good job. All right, let's bring up the... first, let me save the replay just so I have that. Here we go. So there's your official race finishing positions, minus any stewarding that has to get done, right? So I got to wait for the incident reports before we can claim a victory. But... Rusty and Sean, Nuke. So 1, 2, 3 for the Sector 7 guys. RWB's Fry comes home in 4th. ZRT's German Racing comes in 5th. RWB's Eidolon in 6th. Rad the Damn Cat in 7th. 10 Tenths Racing's Egon comes in 8th. RWB's Chevy and Venom round out 9 and 10. So let's go talk to these guys, and let me go find them. So hang tight for a second, and I'll bring you back. Hang on. And I gotta switch a button. So we can hear what these guys are saying. All right, we should be able to hear somebody if they're in there. Nuke, are you there, bud?
Yeah, I can hear you.
Perfect. All right, we got you. Now we'll just get the rest of the guys in here.
Yeah, they're coming. I know Rusty's coming.
Perfect.
Another gold coin for Rusty.
Yep. Another? Or is this his first one?
No, he got one for World Cup last year.
I didn't. Okay, I'm gonna have to go check that out because I thought we did.
No, he did a plate.
We did. Yeah, we didn't have a World Cup last year during the time that we ran the series. So
okay, so it's his first coin.
We're
all in.
Nope. The only coin that happened was Hovercraft got one during the Super GTC in 2024.
Yeah.
That's what it was. So
yeah.
All right. So we got Cold Trickle. All right. Well, awesome. Well, as everything stands, that was a kind of a crazy race. There was all kinds of stuff going on. But Nuke, you came home third. I thought you were gonna get Sean coming out of that bus stop on the last lap, and you pulled right up behind him. Where there's not enough time to react to get around him.
I was trying to make up for what happened earlier in the race.
Oh, in turn one.
Yeah.
Yeah. I know you were trying to help him go faster, but I don't think he wanted that kind of help into the turn.
So I was
a little bit too much.
We were making sure that we took care of business on the last lap there. So
yeah, Sean, I don't know how you came back from that. Like you were nose into the tires in turn one, and you still managed to come back and get around. And we know why. We know why you got around Fry. That was easy. Fry wasn't going to make it on fuel, but catching up to those guys, that was pretty good.
There was another incident a few laps later that let me catch back up and get back in the draft.
Oh, there you go. Awesome.
So that is the only reason I caught back up when I did.
Well, you did it. So that's good. So, but I'm gonna go back to Nuke. So Nuke, your team 1, 2, 3, man, and if I look at the scoring, it's 1, 2, 3 in the championship as well. If I do the scoring right, it should be Rusty as the champion for the season, Ando right behind him, and then you right behind Ando.
nice.
Yeah.
Nice.
So
Yeah,
good job.
worked out good. Yeah, no, it was some fun series for us. We practiced, you know how we roll, right? We practiced a lot as a team. Shared our information. This one was tricky, right? Fuel was premium, right? So we had to figure out how we could get halfway with fuel, right? And so those other guys were fast, and we knew damn well they weren't saving fuel. So we weren't going to fight them. We weren't going to fight them. If that's what it came down to, and get suckered into it.
If you go back and watch, German was flying, and when you guys were running about a quarter of the way up your, if that, in 6th gear down towards the start finish line, he was almost to the rev limiter in 6th gear. So he's just burning that fuel up. I think he miscalculated the amount of fuel, so he had to stop again. And Fry barely made it to the halfway mark, if that. So I knew he was going to struggle. And I saw your guys' fuel. I was like, yeah, these guys are all on the same strategy.
Yeah.
Which usually
we planned to go 15 because we did practice races that went 29 laps. Of course, Rusty probably would have made 29, but he was trying to wait for us so we could do a little parade across the start finish line. But we made 29 in practice, so it was there, and so we had enough fuel for almost 30. But
yeah. Well, I thought Rusty was just like, I just want to do this all by myself for a lap, so he was just going to slow down to make sure the timer ran out before he crossed the line. But congratulations, man! Good job, dude. That was good.
No, we appreciate it. As always, always a team effort for Sector 7, so that's what we are.
Well, any shout-outs before we move on to Sean?
Well, I mean, shout out to Rusty for winning the championship, and for Stig, Xander, he made our liveries. So, and then just really the rest of the team, because like I said, we practice as a group, and as a group we win. So that's my shout out.
Woo-hoo. Good job again. Congratulations,
All
man.
right. Thanks, man.
All right, Cole Trickle or Sean. Come back, you get the second place. The boss man says, I gotta make things right, gets you that second spot. That's gonna that finish I think is gonna put you ahead, that keeps you ahead of Fry going into the championship, and probably annual pass Black Friday, both of you will. So that would give you fourth in the standings. So it's gonna be Sector 7, 1, 2, 3, and 4, with Fry running right behind you guys in fifth. So that was Fry, of course. Fry's. This is Fry's thoughts.
Emotional damage.
Yep, that is Fry thinking I should have done.
That brings him back to what I did to him at Road Atlanta too.
Oh my gosh. Well, okay. So besides the turn 1 incident, which we've already talked about, the race pretty standard. The Sector 7 crew says we're going to do this many laps. This is when we pit. Or was there anything really exciting going on? Because there was I had to ask. Hold on, Sean. So near the beginning of the race, GT German ends up in front of both you and Rusty. Was that just the gearing and him having that speed on the straights, burning up the fuel,
I choked
or did
in the bus
something
stop
happen?
and got a penalty.
Who did?
I choked in the bus stop and I got a penalty.
Well, what happened to Rusty? How did he get around him?
I think he just had a better run out of the bus stop and got around him. Either Rusty might have slowed down just a little bit to try to let me get right back to him. I don't know.
Fry may have given him a boost too.
Guess we'll find out when we talk to him. All right. Well, tell us anything else about your race that we might find interesting.
I mean, we've already talked about it. The small incident with Nuke.
Yeah.
And other than that, it was pretty much like our practices that we've been running all week.
Nice. Well, good. Good job, man.
Either
Congratulations.
way, it was fun and it was a great series. So,
yeah, it'll be coming back. That's for sure, because it was a lot of fun. We'll figure out if there's any tweaks that need to be made or any adjustments, but for the most part, it was a lot of fun watching you guys take these cars, retune them for each of the tracks, and figure out the strategies and stuff. Nice job. Congrats, bud.
thank you.
All right, Rusty Magus. That's right. He gets the win in the race, and presumably, unless Fry says otherwise, right? That's going to be the championship, brother.
Yeah, got another.
Yeah.
This one in the World Cup, but this is my first coin, so that's awesome.
You get to have a coin. I'll send you the link on Amazon to get the little display thing for it, so you can buy a display for it.
Oh, perfect.
Or you could drill a hole in it, put it on your keychain, and carry it around in your pocket. But it's pretty big. It's pretty big.
I'm sure I can find a few. I got a few places for it. I can put it.
They can put it around your neck, and carry it around to show everybody. Look at me. You'll have to put it on the wall with your other award from World Cup, the placard that you got, right?
Yeah, I'll have to. Maybe I got like wood walls. Maybe I'll just like drill like a perfect hole in the wall for it to slot right into the wall.
Oh, get a hole saw and get it just the right size so it can and then put it in there. Nice.
Yeah.
That's awesome, dude. Congratulations, man. That's pretty awesome.
Yeah, it was another fun race. Definitely, again, a fuel saver as it is with this series. I was struggling a little bit early on, actually, because I was behind Cole, and then Cole had the penalty. I was behind. For me, his name was Schneider on the thing. Yeah, German Racing.
Yeah.
And I knew as soon as he went by me, I could hear his car revving. I'm like, oh, this guy's two-stopping the race. Like, I could tell by this pace down the straight, the sound of his car. So I was just gonna stay behind him, and then he broke a lot earlier than I expected into turn one. I went off the track and fell back to fifth. And I was like, okay, this will be interesting. And then I was just holding on to the pack, saving a bunch of gas, and there's a incident with Fry and Nuke and German Racing all in turn one, and I came out I just perfectly fit my car in between the cars, and came out first place, which was good. But afterwards, I was kind of like, man, I was enjoying that action. Kind of wish that didn't happen, But
Now I got to do this all by
wishing it
myself.
didn't happen too.
yeah,
Well, I'll tell you, it's
me
I don't know
too.
why they haven't fixed that tire wall glitch, in the game. But he was, from my view, Fry was at least a foot away from that wall, and it just dead stopped his car right there. Took out Nuke, and I forget who else got involved. I think even Rad the damn cat was involved in that one. I think everybody was except you. You just went, I'll take that.
yeah. I think me and Cole were the only ones that got benefited from that one.
Yeah, that's how I caught back up.
Yep. But
Yep.
yeah, after that, it was just driving my own race from there. And at the end there, we tried to do a little bit of Ford versus Ferrari finish, but which kind of worked. Just smacked me in the rear as I crossed the line.
Yeah, he did.
But I will say the shout out to, and the real tragedy of this race was Ando not being able to make it. That's a real bummer. He was leading the points going into this one with me right behind him. Would have been interesting with him in this one. So definitely a shame he couldn't make it.
Yeah.
It is what it is.
It is. But you know what? I gotta say, I'm just glad I don't have to send another one of these things across the water to Australia, because it just takes forever and it's expensive. So it'll be nice to keep it in the States. We got to get some guys from the U.S. winning things,
Yeah, that's the bright side.
I don't really care about the money, you guys. We have sponsors that pay for all that stuff. It's just a fun thing to just kind of throw around. But it does make for an interesting trip to the post office when we got to send them, because they're like, what is that thing? It's a coin. Oh, you're sending money? No! We talked about this. Anyway. Awesome. Well, congratulations, man. Good job.
Yeah, thank you.
Any shout outs? And then the three of you, if you want to stick around for a second, I want to talk to Fry. I'm sure he wants to say a few words and thank you guys as well, but I want to give you a chance to share any of your thoughts.
Oh, are you talking to me still?
I am.
Fry. Okay, I was actually just going to shout out Fry for putting on this series. I think it was a really fun one. I enjoyed tuning these little cars. I knew some tuning going into this series because we had done some internal tuning series within the team in the past, but I definitely learned a lot more. It seems like every time I do a tuning race, I learn something new, and I'm getting really comfortable with the tuning in this game, and this series has helped a lot, and it's been a lot of fun driving these cars around. They handle really well when you get them set up right. So, yeah, shout out to Fry for that.
Yeah, I thought for sure German had some monster tune that he had that he was just destroying you guys with, and that until I realized it was just his gearing. That's when I knew.
Yeah.
So, anyway, well, hey Fry, buddy.
Yeah, that was awesome, except for the hitting the wall part. I had something for Rusty today, and I knew I had something for him. My plan was to just sit behind him the whole freaking race and just map his fuel, and then, I just took out a wall. But the start of that race was fun. It looked like nobody could stay in the front. It's like the one place you don't want to be. And at one point, Rusty, you got away because everyone in the top 5 went off the track. All at the same time. We all drove in the grass, went off a little bit, had our little instances, and I look up and he's just gone. Somehow, Nuke and Sean packed back up, and I had to burn all my fuel to catch back up, which meant now I'm I think I was 4 minutes short. So at least 2, maybe 3 laps. So I had to save all that fuel back over again. I tried to make it work, but you could just see him driving away from me at the end. So my 4th place comes again. But
Well, it sounds
still
like the
can't believe
guys
I
really liked the series, Fry. I liked it. I thought it was great.
Yeah,
I wish we.
that was
Oh, go ahead.
that series was fun. We will definitely be bringing it back. And to answer questions, yes, there will be some little tweaks here and there, and I want to try to simplify the cars. I think everybody, as Rusty said, who they don't really tune a lot. If you have a car that you can only do so much with it, it kind of helps you to understand how to tune a car, and this car is pretty simple. So I'm going to do a little bit of a call out since you guys did finish 1, 2, 3 in the championship. I want to see some tunes being shared out. You don't have to tell us what track it's for, but I want to put as many tunes out there. We'll create a channel for it in the new Discord. Once we have just kind of like pages of tunes, it'll help people to say, let me try this, give them a basis to start with, and adjust from there. So you guys don't have to use like your race tune. You could use a practice tune, just something you've messed around with that maybe was at least stable. Stability.
So share
would be
some of the
main
love.
key. You're right, and just put it out there so we can help grow the series next season.
Fry, I'll jump in here real quick. It's funny you say that. I actually have the tune from today's race, Laguna Seca and Grand Valley Highway 1. I have them labeled like which race they were each for, and I was planning on, because knowing I won the series and I've been a little secretive throughout the series, I was planning on just posting them all in the Discord, all 3 of those in the Discord after this race. Like I was already planning on doing that like a couple weeks ago.
Yeah, I greatly appreciate that. And when I started the series with it being the first kind of go that we were starting after the test series, I did ask for everybody to put them out the first 2 races just to kind of help people out get started. But I'm with you. After that, nah, it's hats off. I'll share a little here and there, but I want to win too.
Yeah.
So what happens in the off
is,
season can be offset for the season.
yeah. And if I was winning in the first 2 races, I probably would have been more confident in them. But I didn't get a win until I believe the 3rd race of the series.
Yeah.
And it wasn't even really my tunes I ran for the first race. I was actually struggling with the car, and I was having other teammates like kind of give me their tune and then changing them to make them more drivable for me. It really wasn't until Laguna Seca where I was like, okay, now I am confident in my tune. And that's when I started saving them.
That's awesome. That is awesome. Hey, that's how I learned. I didn't know how to tune cars until I joined, the series we do on Tuesday, Gentlemen's. And then we learned how to just tune cars. And I used to run in the back. I wasn't very good at it, but the more I played with it, I can jump in a car and then I'll throw a tune on it, and usually it's at least pretty good. But this is just my favorite car in the game, and it's so much fun to play with when, like you said, when you get it right.
There you go.
I would say the other thing, though, in particular with this car, and it was very important in all the races, is it's not just your suspension tune, it's your transmission tune.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, this race made it quite clear about how the gearing was an important part of it, because that was the fuel you needed. You can fuel save with the throttle, but you can really fuel save with the gears.
And you can only really move it from about 180 to 220 if you want to just do like a manual move. So there's not really too much, but if you want to get into the individual gears, we can open that up. But just for people out there, you can just move it like once or twice, and it will make such a big difference. I ran mine at 210, and I knew I didn't even really have to use 6th gear much, and it would always be low, and I could follow somebody and just save fuel and coast and keep the momentum up. Unfortunately, the tires took care of that.
Yeah, well, there's that.
The other thing to keep in mind with this tuning, though, is it's really not just a one-size-fits-all, like, oh, this guy won with this tune, if I run it, I'll do better. There's definitely a driving style that comes to this. Nuke ran my Laguna Seca tune, and he switched to it before the race, and it hurt him. He was faster with his own tune. Another example is...
Ando's tunes, I couldn't drive them.
Yeah, Ando,
But he
who's
was
really
flying
fast in
with
this
them.
series, I can't go like a lap in his tune without crashing. So
Yeah, some
Yeah,
people like
we
an
definitely-
understeery car. Some people like an oversteery car. Some people like, point it and it goes that direction. It all depends on how you drive.
As Sean got to watch for about 5 laps, I like my back end to be kind of saggy so it slides out a little bit.
It does.
Yeah, your baby got back, man. I seen that car flopping all around.
No, I pretty much drifted turn 1 every time.
Awesome.
Yeah, I know.
Well, guys, that was a great race. Appreciate you guys coming in here, hanging out, and again, congratulations, Rusty. Good job, the rest of you on the podium finishes, and Fry, thanks for putting this whole thing together. And yeah, you and I will be having some discussions about how we can get this thing ready for the next season that we do. So we'll get all together, and I'll let you guys go. So thank you so much for hanging out and visiting with me. All right.
No worries. Yep, we'll have season 2 coming up soon. Not sure when. We'll get the dates and everything squared away, but there will be some tweaks and adjustments to the schedule with keeping some of the classic tracks. So just a heads up.
Awesome. Thanks. See you guys.
Sounds good.
Right. Thanks, Presidio.
You bet.
Yep. Later.
Yep.
All right, folks. That was fun having them all around. Thanks for sticking around with us and watching. And next time around, folks, it's going to be all about the next season, and we'll be talking more about that as time goes on, and we'll get back with you folks on that. So thanks for visiting with us, and remember to like and subscribe and share and all the other things that you're supposed to do as a viewer. Get this out there for us, and we'll catch you guys next time around. Next weekend we'll have World Cup. I think it's the final round. And then we're going to have the final round of the Porsche Cup in iRacing. And, it'll be a good time. So thanks for stopping by, folks, and we'll talk to you later.
Welcome to Origin Micro, your go-to e-commerce superstore for IT hardware and consumer electronics. With over 2 decades of experience, we've earned a reputation for delivering superior customer service and offering top industry brands at competitive prices. We provide a wide range of products from various manufacturers. From notebooks and desktops to networking equipment and VoIP devices, we've got you covered. Our fully stocked warehouse ensures that you'll find the products you need when you need them. And with our expert team always ready to offer personalized support, you can trust Origin Micro for all your IT needs. Origin Micro, your IT e-commerce superstore, serious deals, superior service.